Chris Morning here in Times Square. We're back with Sasha Pieterse. We first saw her on Pretty Little Liars, and now she's starring in a Carpenter Christmas romance. Happy New Year. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
So tell us about the Christmas romance.
It was so fun. This is the first Christmas movie that I've done, and it's a spicy one. It was Lifetime's spiciest Christmas movie, which is it's a great title. I'm happy to coin that title. But really lovely. Sarah Drew is the writer. She's an incredible person. So I read that script and was just in love immediately.
Well, yeah, you said you've been asked before. So what made you do it this time, the Christmas movie?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where there's a lot of Christmas movies, and there's a reason we love them. They're very comforting. But Sarah's writing was just so dynamic, and there was a deeper message there. The communication between the characters was great, and so to get this spicy love story that actually, you know, had some meaning behind it was really fun. So went for it. It was perfect.
You keep saying it's spicy, so let's
spicy.
show the audience what we mean by spicy.
Oh yeah, you won't regret it. Don't worry. You're welcome.
Andy?
Well, it's Andrea now, but yeah. Hi.
You gonna hit me with that pen?
Are you gonna put some clothes on? Like I said, you're welcome. And that's Mitchell.
That looked like fun.
It was a good time. It was.
I love your podcast because you have conversations, really intimate conversations with women about their life, about their goals. And Sarah Drew, who was also a writer on Grey's Anatomy, a lot of people know her from that, was on your podcast recently. What do you feel about these conversations is so important for people to hear right now?
Well, I think it's a really nice way for not only women to speak out, but also to digest it. You know, I think that's what's so good about having conversations like this is it's called Women in the Nude. That's our podcast, and unfortunately, it's just women. Sorry about that. But we really want to have those like deep taboo conversations that, you know, we don't get to speak about a lot. And being able to see somebody that you love and respect open up about something in their life that they haven't shared before is really special. And it makes you feel like you're not alone. And you know, it's fun to kind of chat on the couch, and it's less formal than an interview. As much as I love this, it's a different type of environment. You grab a cozy blanket and you talk like you're just talking with the girls.
Ever surprise yourself in the conversations?
Always. I always say more than I think that I'm going to say, and in a beautiful way. It's one of those things where we should be talking about everything. And that deeper meaning just kind of comes naturally in that.
Another place where you guys talk about everything, I guess your Pretty Little Liars group chat is now a parents' chat?
It is. Isn't that wild? I know we're parents, we're CEOs, we're still acting, we're writing, we're producing, we're doing all sorts of things. But yeah, so many of us have kids now. My son is 4, and yeah, I mean, we've all got babies, so it's turned into less of like a what are you doing tonight and more of a how much sleep did you get? But that's great, you know. It's cool to see us evolve and kind of change into something new. But yeah, women in business. So that's a big part of our podcast. I have a non-alcoholic adult beverage called Hippie Water, and that was another thing that we wanted to share was, you know, just how women in business are so powerful, and there is a glass ceiling there that we're breaking, and how to do it. You know, there are so many powerful women that come on to tell our stories, like Candace Nelson, which is really great. So yeah, we're doing our thing. And I love having all of my fellow actors on. So,
oh, I bet. That's so much fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I know that you'd probably want to go back to that PLL universe, right?
Oh my gosh.
Movie, maybe even another spinoff?
Totally. You know, it's one of those things where I'll never say never. We had such a good time on Pretty Little Liars, and we were just chatting about this the other day. Like, what would it be? Would we be parents? Maybe. Are we already at that time? I can't believe it. Yeah. But no, I'm always down for a PLL movie or something like that. It could be really fun.
I think the people are always down for that as well. Before we go, just curious, what's one tip you would give yourself as a businesswoman that you wish you knew when you started?
You know what? I think there's this level of imposter syndrome that a lot of us feel, and ultimately, I think I would tell myself that nobody knows what they're doing. That is something that I've really figured out, is that the fake it till you make it is a real thing, and if you believe in what you're doing and you make sure that you're not the smartest person in the room as far as your team goes, I think you're on the right track.
Very wise to also surround yourself with that incredible team. as you always
Thank you
have.
so
Thank you
much.
so much for being with
Thank
us.
you. Thank you.
And A Carpenter Christmas Romance is streaming now on Lifetime and Hulu, and you can listen to Sasha's podcast wherever you get your podcasts.